Hello guys, this is Ronnie Velasquez with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, California Properties, and the reason I'm sending you this video is because I want to talk to you about property marketing. Now, remember that time when you went to the listing appointment and you told the seller that you were going to market their house in order to sell it, right? And I know that sometimes, we put it in the MLS and we let other cooperating brokers, sell the property. But sometimes you have to also do a marketing, and that is what I call street marketing and internet marketing, right? So right now I'm not going to talk to you about internet marketing because that's a whole nother video, but I want to talk to you a little bit about street marketing. So in regards to street marketing, the first thing that you need in order to start marketing the properties on the streets is you're going to need a flyer. So you're going to need a flyer of the property, right? And then on the back side of the flyer, don't forget to put some type of financing information. Now, most times I always tell people, buyers want homes for sale, so they want to see what homes are available for sale, and they want to know about down payment assistance programs, things that they can help them, own a property with little down payment or low interest rates and things like that. So some sort of marketing will always involve property marketing and also financing. Okay. So one of the things that I recommend in regards to the flyer is that when you go to deliver the flyers, all right, if you're gonna go door knocking and delivering the flyers, the purpose of the flyer is for you to be able to have conversations with people. That means that whenever you take the flyer, the goal is to have a conversation with somebody. Don't make the mistake of going to somebody's house and just dropping off the flyer. Dropping off the flyers is a waste of time and it's also a waste of money, because chances are, in my experience, about 90, 95, even 98% of the flyers you leave at the door, nobody picks them up. Like, you can come a week later and the flyer is still on the floor. So here's my attitude in regards to dropping off flyers. If I give you 500 flyers to deliver, how many conversations should you have? The answer is 500 conversations. If I give you 500 flyers, you need to have 500 conversations, because the purpose of the flyers is to have a conversation with somebody. If you did not have a conversation with somebody, then you defeated the purpose of the flyer. So sometimes, in order to talk to 500 people, you're going to have to door knock $1,000, because half of the people are not going to be home, and that's just a standard. You will only reach out to about 35 to 45% of the people you go door knock. So most times the people are not home. But the purpose, once again, is to talk to 500 people if you're dropping out 500 flyers. So that's one type of street marketing. The other type of street marketing is what is called bandit signs. And let me give you an example of a bandit sign right here. This is something we just put together right now for Francisco. And this bandit sign is for his new listing right now. And what you do with this bandit sign is that you go and place it you put it in places where a lot of people gather. Where there's a lot of people gathering. Now let me give you some examples. You can go to supercenters, like for example Walmart. You can go to Walgreens, Walmart, Vons, pavilions. You can go to shopping centers where people go, gyms, close to gyms, because a lot of people go to gyms and things like that, right? Now, in regards to the bandit signs, my most important advice, my important two advices that I can give you is this. Number one, you don't put them on the way in, you put them on the way out, because on the way in, nobody's going to see them. People are just in a rush to get in and do their stuff, right? You put them on the way out, and when you put them on the way out, don't put them too close to the street, because the person that is driving to the street wants to see what the cross traffic is looking like so they don't get into an accident. So what you want to do is you want to put in 1 or 2 cars behind the exit of that shopping center. So what you want to do is you want to find the exit, and you need to walk a few feet back and put it in the back, so people have an opportunity to stop, perhaps take a picture of it, or maybe write down your phone number so they can call you, and so on and so forth. Now, in regards to the bandit signs, that's the first advice. The second advice is, do not place bandit signs on public places. You're going to get a fine. You're going to get a fine from the city. Cities do not allow, even though people do it, cities do not allow you to put bandit signs on public places. So what you need to do is you need to put them in private places. Private places such as the parking lots for Bonds, pavilions, Walmart, gas stations, places where a lot of people gather on a day-to-day basis. If you put them on private property, then the city is not going to give you a fine. So that's the advice that I can give you in regards to the bandit sign. Now, how do you get this done? How do you get this bandit sign done? Well, what you're going to need is you're going to need 2 things. First of all, you're going to need a commercial printer. Commercial printers, usually they print as big as 11 by 17. This is a sheet of paper that is 11 by 17, right? So what we do is that we print this bandit sign in 2 sheets of paper like this. And then what we do is we go to Home Depot and we purchase a spray adhesive. This is a kind of a spray adhesive, and all you have to do now is with your Bandit sign that you purchase online. You know, you can find this online anywhere. If you just put Bandit sign in Google, you'll find 100 companies that can sell you this. You get your Bandit sign, you get your sheets of paper, you get your adhesive, and all you have to do is put the adhesive and place that sheets of paper, and that's basically what it is. It doesn't take too much time, it doesn't take too much work, and it's fantastic. So you're gonna need that. You're also gonna need the stakes, and the stakes here you can get them at Home Depot. They're about $1 each. You know, total cost of this is about $1.50 or $2 depending on where you buy the stuff. So you just put the well, this is giving me a little bit of trouble. So you just put here, you know, the stake this, and there you go. You have a fully functional Bandit sign. Oops, that didn't work out. Well, it doesn't matter. Then the last thing that I want to talk to you about is I'm going to talk to you about the stands. This is a stance right here. You see this? And the stance here, what you do is you fold this like so. All right, this is what is called a double wing easel back. It's called a double wing easel back, and you can buy them in Uline, and you also buy the chipboard in Uline. And all you have to do is create this. They come almost pre-made. All you have to do is stick one to the other. And once you have the flyers, you can put 10, 20, 30, 40 flyers in this stance. And then you staple them using a staple machine. And then you go to different places. And where do you put this stands? Let me give you some advices on where to put these stands. The first places that I think in my mind is the places where people go spend money. Where people go to spend money. And I'll tell you the reason why. My philosophy goes like this. If they have money to spend, they have money to buy a house. If they don't have money to spend, they're not going to have money to buy a house. So, for example, let me give you an example of this. Dry cleanings. You know, basically, if you have money to spend on dry cleanings, you may have enough money to buy a house. So dry cleaning places are great. Hair salons and nail salons. This is great places to go. Also, small shopping centers, you know, mom and pop shopping centers like hardware stores, liquor stores, and things like that. Those are places where people gather and go purchase the stuff. Those are important places. So you can figure out many different places. My suggestion is that you go to Google Maps, okay? Go to Google Maps before you go to the area and put hair salons or nail salons in the zip code, you know, 90607, for example. And Google is going to give you a list of 20 different places where you can place these ones here. So you're going to have those stands that you can deliver. You can also put them in other places such as, you know, offices, tax offices. Those are great places to put them where they do taxes, where people do taxes. Vehicle registration, that's other good places to put them. Go to places where they're family-owned businesses. Don't go to places that are chain or franchise businesses, because if you go to Starbucks, the answer you're going to get is, well, before we can allow you to put the stand there, you're going to have to talk to the manager, and the manager is going to have to talk to the regional manager, and the regional manager has to talk to the vice president, and so on and so forth, and you're never going to get an answer. Go to places where are family-owned businesses, where you're talking directly to the homeowner, and all you have to do is say, hey, you know, I'm trying to promote this property. Would it be okay with you if I can leave this stand here? And most people will not say no to that. So those are some of the things that you can do to promote your property. Street things that you can do to promote your property. Door knocking flyers, Bandit signs, you know, things like that. Those are good stuff. If you want to know more information about how to market properties, in my class of working with buyers, I give you 19 different ways to market a property. 19 different ways. This is only 3 ways of the 19 ways that I teach. But I don't have enough time in this video to go over that. I do a class on Saturdays, and you're always welcome to come for the buyer class, and I explain you all the different ways that you can do to market a property. So, you know, get the schedule, come to the class. You're always welcome to come. And if you have any questions or anything, give me a call. Once again, this is part of what we as a team do to market and sell properties for our clients. The question is, what are you doing to market and sell properties for your clients? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.